Hello and welcome back to the Essex Allotment Farm. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Alex. I'm the founder of the Essex Allotment Farm, and for its most part we sell organic vegetables direct to end consumer via a veg box service and farmers markets, but we do some consultancy and management of other sites. And today I'm at the Tin Roof Cafe in Malden, where we manage their quarter-acre market garden that services chemical-free vegetables to their kitchen and cafe. And we're just doing a bit of a checkup here. I'm planting some lettuce, which I'm going to show you the varieties and how we do that, and the plan for lettuce this season. And I'm just stood in the garlic bed, or next to the garlic bed, and just having a look at how well the garlic's coming on. So I'll give you a closer look at that in a minute. We're going to give it a water because we did get some rain last week, but not enough. So we've got to really heavily water even the outside beds today. So that's the plan. Let's crack on with this video. So if you've been following along with this season so far, you'll know that this garlic was planted before Christmas, end of September, beginning of October, and it was from saved garlic bulb from the previous season. This garlic, seed garlic, is really expensive, and it's been okay. There's a tiny patch here that didn't germinate. I don't know why that is. But overall, I think we've probably had about 90% success with the garlic. And a few videos ago, so maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, we gave this its first feed of the season. Yeah, maybe that was maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago now. And it's due another one, so we'll feed it one more time with a liquid feed, and then we'll just let it crack on. It's absolutely flying and coming on lovely. If you look at this plant here, for example, starting to get a nice thick stem at the base. Those yellow leaves have almost died off, and they've got this amazing new growth in the middle. But yeah, garlic's pretty simple. We just like to give it a couple of feeds early in the season, and we'll just let that romp on. And hopefully, with this all being a hardneck variety, we'll get scapes and garlic bulbs for the kitchen to use. So yeah, we'll feed that today with a liquid feed. Give that a real heavy water and let that crack on, which is exactly what we did 6 weeks ago, and it's probably, or 5 or 6 weeks ago, and it's probably 3 or 4 times the size now, which is great. Okay, so as you've just seen, I've been doing some planting out. I've been planting these baby lettuce plug plants. And then for those of you that are new to the way we do things, across the farm and the consultancy site, we use these 104 cell plugs trays. We sell everything into these and try as best we can to plant them directly from the cell trays, cutting out any potting on or pricking out or potting on. That's just a productivity thing, really. So these have been quite successful. I've been doing 2 different varieties. I've grabbed the things, the tags. We've been doing a lettuce Rosa de Trello, if that's right. I can't remember all these names. And this one is a red salad bowl. That's easier to say. So I've just done 2 rows of those in between the carrots that we've sown. So again, in a previous vlog about 6 weeks ago, I showed you that we'd made some mounds using a compost mulch and thinly sown carrots in the top of those mounds. Now, we haven't had any germination yet, but we've really struggled to keep them moist because of the dry weather we've been having. So we've not given up. We're still going, we're still watering them every day, trying to keep them as moist as we can, hoping for some germination, and we'll see. Anyway, in between those mounds that create, if you were looking along them, this sort of shape, there's little then trenches in between the mounds. And so I've decided to plant some of these lettuce plugs out in between those to save on space. So let me give you a quick look. So these are the mounds. I don't know how well you can see it, but if we come all the way down here, we have planted in between the mounds the lettuce plugs and some here. So I've done 2 rows so far, which is just here and here. I'm going to carry on and do these rows. So let's crack on. I should just say, just for those that are new to growing, the plugs, we just use a dibber to make a hole in the soil. We do them nice and deep so that the lettuce is really at soil level, maybe even slightly buried. That way it gives them a chance to find the moisture that's lower in the soil, protects them from the wind a little bit, especially in between these 2 mounds. And yeah, we just pop the cell in, push it down. We don't backfill, we let the water do that. And then we heavily water after we've done it. Because it's so dry, we've watered before we've planted them as well as after. And that is, the soil's easier to work when it's slightly damp, and it will give, you know, more moisture into the soil when we're moving it around and creating the holes for the plugs to go in. The water's more likely to puddle in those holes and give the plants a decent start. So that's what we do. That's the way we do it. We water, dib a hole, pop it in, push it down, don't backfill, then water again, and that moves the soil back around and puddles water in the hole that we've created. We're just about to do our 4th harvest from this baby spinach from the polytunnel. If you watched a few videos I did from here last year, you'll remember that we got strawberry runners at the beginning of last season from RW Walpole and planted them down here, 60 of them. And they've absolutely thrived. We got literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of runners, maybe 700 runners from these plants, these 60 plants. And then we cut them all back at the beginning of this season, and they have thrived. Look at these. I've not seen healthier strawberry plants in their 2nd season than these. It's been absolutely incredible. And this year they're going to crop really heavy, I can just tell. Another success story, and it looks beautiful in between the 2 polytunnels. Most of these strawberry runners we just sort of gave away as just runners, but we did 18 lots of 12 in pots, and they're coming on beautifully. And because I got these strawberry plants for free, the runners, the owner here said I can have, so I'm going to sell all of those 18 times 12 at my first farmers market of the year as baby strawberry plants. That's in about 2.5 weeks time. We've got a really good working relationship between the owner and our farm. We really help each other out, obviously me being in charge of both of them. This one for someone but the owner of the farm. So I got 63 strawberry runners as part of a promotion from RW Walpole. That's what created these runners. So I was allowed to take the runners away. I can sell them. If I sell them for £2 a plant, let's see if we can do the maths. I can't do the maths. If I sell them for £2 a plant, let's see if we can do the maths. I can't do the maths. What's about 150, 160 plants, £2 each is £300 potentially in strawberry plants there at the next farmers market. And it's stuff like that that really helps me out, adds to the value of me doing places like this. But on the flip side, I will bring plants over that we've sown at the farm, spares, stuff that we have failure here I can replace with stuff from the farm. And like the last few lettuce plants that are in those trays from my planting out the lettuce earlier, I'll take over to the farm and put in where we've got more space. So there's lots of stuff that goes on like that. We've got a really good relationship and it works for both of us, which is great. I've just jumped down to the greenhouse to grab some more trays of lettuce. I'm going to do 3 more rows. We've just got a loose gourmet mix that we've sown in trays. We usually use that particular variety for direct sowing, but we've just stuck them in trays, so it's a bit of a mismatch. Everything's flying in the greenhouse at the moment. I'll do a seedling update because it's a whole video on its own later in the week, or maybe next week for you. But at this point, I'm going to have to leave you and crack on with some more lettuce sowing. I hope you enjoyed this very quick update. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.